Hello everybody, just making sure it's setting up. Alright, live. Let's see. Do that. There we go. Hi everybody, I'm Amber Whittemore. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Bloomfield. You guys know who I am. So I wanted to show you a little lifesaver with the holidays coming up, with those little gifts that sometimes you just want to give somebody, or great for colleagues or birthdays or last minute anything. Who of us has beautiful DSP lying around? I'm not too sure what to do with it all because we love buying it. Well, I decided I was going to make little bags. And this is made with two 6x6 bags. And I used the free sheep stamp set and stuff like that with the ribbon. And literally you can do it with any DSP that you have, as long as it's double-sided. It's not going to look great if it's not. But these are the beautiful. I'm going to show you how to use a 12x12 and a 6x6 to make these, and how fast and quick and easy they are. Look at them. Ah! I have a little addiction to making them. I think it's kind of calm. So first things first, I'm going to take this lovely 6x6 paper, and it is the free celebration parrot with the peaceful deer prints. I have quite a bit of it, so I want to make a beautiful little gift bag out of it for Christmas. Major tool is not where it's supposed to be. Aha. Oops, don't mind that. So I'm going to use my cut and score, which I love. Stuff like that. And so for the 6x6, you're going to score 1.5 on 3 sides and 3/4 on the top. I'm going to show you. So I want, this is going to be the outside of my bag. I want the snowflakes, but I want them going up. So I'm going to score here. Now this one is the top, so I want to do this at 3/4. And another 1.5. And another 1.5. And I'm going to do the same exact thing right here. So this is the top, and I'm going to do so 1.5 on all the rest of the sides. Like I said, this is super simple. Nothing too complicated. Alright, so we should have identical pieces like this. And now you're going to take your snips. I do not have Stampin' Up! Snips because they do not fit my fingers. My fingers have arthritis in my knuckles from working in a factory. So you're going to take the bottom part, because there's smaller score right up here. So these two squares we're going to cut totally away right on the line, and you're going to save them because you can make lots of stuff, and I save all my paper. So you just cut out the square. Nothing too fancy. Sorry about yesterday. I'm getting an MRI done on my arm because I have very bad weakness in it, and there was no way I could do this live. I haven't crafted in almost a while. Now the second piece, we're going to do a little bit different. I'm just going to cut this one like so to the line. Hi, Tammy. Let's see. I can't see your comment, so give me a second. Do I have closed captioning on? I don't even know. However, it's at hi Betty Mays and Tammy. Look at you guys. These are so simple. And so I'm just cutting these. Alright, so I have all the cuts that I'm going to use. Seriously, this is it. Now I'm going to take my bone folder. And I'm going to want those nice crisp lines. So I'm going to go through all my score lines. Make sure they're nice and crisp as things fall off. This was not a planned live. I just said, I feel like to doing it. So we're going to go like this. I just want nice, crisp lines. Okay. So we're going to go like this. And go like this. So simple. These are so soothing for me to make. I don't understand why, but I really do love them. Alright, so the first thing that I do is this is going to be the outside of my bag. So I'm going to take this piece right here and score it on the outside because I want this part to show. And then I'm going to take some of my Tombow glue. You can use tear and tape, whatever adhesive you have. You want something strong because it's a bag. Hi, Tara! And I use my bone folder to give it a nice flat edge. I use this thing for a lot of things. And gets it right there. You can do it with your fingers too. It's just my preference. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Like so. Like that. So, now we're going to flip these over. And you're going to notice that these are going to go together. Like this. And just this one square, because we cut out these two. And I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to glue it here so it matches. So simple. I can't tell you how many of these I've made. And I'm so excited because I have a lot of retired DSP and ribbon and all kinds of stuff that I can use. And I'm like, oh, finally a use for it. See, we're getting our bag structure going on. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is going to take these little squares right here and we're going to fold them in. Like so. And I'm constantly using this bone folder to make this creases nice and straight. So I'm just putting some of my Tombow liquid glue going on here, and then I'm taking this like so, and I'm just lining it up with my fingers. Same thing with this side. So you can see it. It's so quick and so easy. Once you get on a roll, you're good to go. And now I'm going to fold these edges right in here. And we're going to do the Tombow glue. And I'm trying to give you guys the best picture of it. This is a little awkward for my arm. So don't mind me. So what I did is I went flat, and you want to line it up. Make sure those corners got enough glue on it. And I put pressure on with my bone folder. You could do it with a marker. Any of the above, or your finger. Doesn't have to be complicated. It really doesn't. Look how cute. The bag is, the 6x6 is about 3.5 by 3. And then I'm going to show you how to do a 12. So that's like a little mini gift bag, like you go to Bath and Body Works. Let's see. If you're giving it to a crafter, you can put a couple Tombow glues. Any of the above. That's a good reference. Now, I did go get a smaller punch for some of my ribbon, but the ribbon I'm going to be using is my gold, and I'm going to show you why. So I'm just using a standard hole punch, and if you're particular, you can sit there and measure them all out, but I'm just going to punch them. Simple as pie. So this beautiful gold shimmer ribbon from the mini catalog is what I'm going to use, and then you just thread it in, and then you decide, you give yourself a little bit extra and decide how you want it to go. If you want it like this, so say I want it that way, I'm going to cut it right there, because you can always take away, you cannot add. It doesn't look good. And so that I get it approximately the same size, I'm just going to measure it out like that, like so. Sit there, and you just thread it through like so. Like so. And what I'm going to do is just a basic overhand knot. Nothing spectacular. Now what I'm talking about that is your knot has to be wider than your holes, or it's going to come out, and I don't want it to come out on you. So that's close, but it's good. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Thank you, Tammy. And let's see. Yeah, that's good. So we got, see what I'm talking about right here? And so what I did do, if you don't have the smaller hole punch, what I did is tied a little extra one inside. I know it's not, see, I guess I could have used the bigger one or the smaller hole punch, but you can also do it like that if I tie it right. But another solution is actually putting a little glue dot in there so they stay. So that's what I'm going to do with this actually. And then I'm going to trim these. See, I pulled my knot too tight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to repair it. And take this little glue dot and stick it just below so it's not going anywhere. So that way you don't even have to go buy a special hole punch if you have the thinner ribbon. No reason to do that. This is supposed to be what you have, like, oh my gosh, I forgot this person, or I'm gonna make a lot of these. So you don't need to go. But then it reinforces it too. It's got a nice strong hold. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. And I suggest threading both at the same time so you can see exactly where you want that loop. Sorry, my fingers aren't working very great today. Alright, so I'm going to pull those, and then I'm going to trim them. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take them out and I'm going to strengthen them with the glue dots so they don't go through the holes. Look at how cute. Now if you want to dress it up even a little bit more, you always can. I use the gold shimmer paper. This punch, I can't remember what it's called from the annual catalog. Encircled in warmth stamp like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it sparkle a little bit so it goes throughout. And you can really go out and make all the die cuts, and it depends on what you want it to look like, on all honesty. So we're going to go like this. And I just want it to make it pop a little bit. So I'm cutting it in half, and this is that sparkle vellum. So you can see it. It's in our mini catalog. It's gorgeous. And I had to get some because, well, it's Christmas time, and who doesn't like sparkle? And I'm gonna go like this. And then I'm gonna pop it up on some dimensionals, or you can glue it flat on, depends what you want the bag to look like. Like, there's a lot of versatile with this. So I'm gonna stick some pop dots on there and get them up there. I'm making a mess. Like I said, this is supposed to be quick. And I'm gonna line that up in the middle, and voila. You got a cute little gift bag for Christmas. So that's the smaller one, and you can really do this with any size paper. It's just a simple idea. So we're gonna move all my stuff out of the way, and I'm gonna bring in some 12 by 12 so you can see the bigger one. Alright, so 12 by 12, you're gonna score at 3 inches and then 1.5 inch. Hi, Connie. Alright, so I'm gonna be scoring. Let's see, here we go. Because this paper, I really don't care, because I like to design either way, so it doesn't matter where it's going. So I'm going to do my 3 inches on 3 sides. And then we're going to go 1.5 right here. So this will be my top. Like, you can sit here and make these I could make them all day long. I'm actually kind of addicted. I've been making them in Halloween paper and Christmas paper and birthday paper. Doesn't matter. And then you can make matching little cards, and you can actually make a matching little tag card and just hole punch it and attach it to your ribbon and use the leftover square, which is really cool. So then you actually utilize the whole piece of paper, which waste not, want not is a great idea for me. I like using it all. Let's see, where are we? So I did this one. Look on this side. Let's see. There's this one, this one. Sorry about that. I was talking and not paying attention. And then we're going to do the 1.5 for the top. I'm going to show you. You can do it just with the same with it, 12 by 12. 10 by 10, it doesn't matter. You just change your score lines. And it changes the size of the bag. Alright. So Now when you get the color DSP, you make sure you go over it a lot because it's very hard to see it. And I'm going to make sure this is the right side. Alright, so this is the square I want. One side I'm cutting out both side squares down at the bottom. Like I said, it's nothing too fancy, and look at, you can use this to make a card. You can make a matching card with your gift. It's awesome. I love coordination and Stampin' Up. One of my favorite things about Stampin' Up is all the coordination and fun you can have. Alright. So that's the one piece. You cut out both bottom squares. And then you find the top, which is the smaller end, and then you're going to cut just the sides to make a flap. Don't mind, that's my kiddo getting a ring going on there. So I'm gonna take my bone folder. Here's my top. I'm gonna go like so. And I'm just reinforcing them. That's all I'm doing. Because you want those crystalline, because otherwise the glue's going to pop on you. You don't want that. And I'm going to take this piece, make sure it's scoring this. And then, because this is going to be the outside of my bag, I'm going to reinforce this. You don't have to, but then you're fighting with it in the corners, and that's not fun. Nobody likes to fight with things. It's supposed to be easy. Alright, so I'm going to put this piece to the side, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to varnish all these score lines. So simple. And it takes like no time at all once you get rolling. And it really could go either way. You can have a green bag with that up top, or vice versa. I'm just making sure they're gonna move with me. Alright, so I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna glue this top part, which is the smallest score mark. I'm gonna squiggle. Make sure you get your corners. Alright. So we're gonna go flip. I'm not gonna have a lot of room to show you, but I'm gonna try this way, I think. Alright, so I have them the long way. And all you're gonna do is take this one and line it up to that square. Make sure your squares match. And then you're gonna glue right here. So simple. I think that's why I love it. My life's been so complicated lately, so anything simple, I'm like, ooh. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing with our little squares. These are little flaps, like so. Wow. And then we're going to take it and make sure this piece is folding for you, especially up in your corners, because when you glue it and make it thick, it gets a little funny. Then we're going to line this up like so. I'm going to do it the same on this side. I want to make sure that's good. And I'm going to line it up here. This makes a decent sized gift bag, believe it or not. And I'll give you the measurements as soon as I'm done. Alright, so I'm going to fold these sides in. I like doing this a little bit extra, especially up here where we glued the top. We'll take our Tombow glue. Thank you. The paper does all the work, I'll tell you that one. But it's so easy. And this is hand pen paper, if anybody's interested or doesn't know. And then basically I'm going to slowly come up and I'm going to line it up. Take your time, line it up, because you're going to see this. Same with this side. Line it up. Like this. And then you got your little gift bag. Make sure you let this completely dry. And the problem with the gift bag is you can also cut a piece of cardstock at 2 3/4 and 5 3/4 and stick it in here. And it'll strengthen the bottom of the bag. So I'm going to take my hole punch and make it somewhat even. It's not going to be perfect, it's handmade. We get so, demonstrators get so frustrated about it being absolutely perfect and we forget handmade's not always supposed to be like that. So I got that. And this bag, by the way, measures 7.5 by a little over 6. Like 6 1/16. So I decided I want to use this ribbon, which is another one from the mini holiday catalog. And I'm going to, and I want it to be a little bit longer because it's a bigger bag. So I'm going to go like this and give myself that room. I want it to match. Pretty close to it. And then I'm going to take this out because I want it to be cut another piece by itself. Like so. And if anybody's interested, this is called Diamond Weave Ribbon. I really like it. It reminds me of doilies and a tea party. So I'm just stringing it through like so. And I'm going to see how much I want. So that's a good size loop. And I'm going to just do a basic overhand knot. Now what you can do is you can keep knotting it and it will make the knot bigger too if you don't have the stamp dots. There's lots of ways to do this. Like so. I ain't going through that hole. So I'm going to go like this. And I'm going to wrap it a couple times in there before I pull. It's my overhand knot. And that'll give you a bigger knot. So simple. And then you just trim the excess. Like so. Look how pretty. I really love this ribbon. And this is some of my favorite paper from the annual catalog. And we're gonna go like this. And I want to make sure it's nice. That's about even. Like I said, it's just an overhand knot. And all I'm doing is keep going through before I pull. So simple, and then it makes a bigger knot with the material so it doesn't go through on you. That's all it does. But you can literally, if you see all our Stampin' Up! Paper, which is gorgeous, I do love our paper. You can do so much with it. And now I'm just gonna simply go 1, 2. So yeah, it's just a simple little cute bag. And if you want, you can also go like this and just take this and bend it a little to make it the gusset part. Just be very careful when you do it. Just a gentle push. And then you can make it like that too. So it gives it that look. It's all up to you. But yeah, that's simple. You make these little gift bags, and it just comes from having 2 of the same matching DSP. And that's all you have to do. So I hope you really enjoyed it. I know it's simple, but I've been dying to show you guys because I've been having a blast. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming to watch me. I appreciate it. You guys have an amazing night. Bye.